Hello and welcome to the Nordoff Robbins Golf Day 2014 here from a very sunny Gleddoch. Well, there's a slight breeze, but it's all about preparation, and the golfers were welcomed this morning with breakfast rolls and coffee. And straight up there, Jamie Alexander, and he's opted for the sausage. Yes, 2 bits. 3, well, he puts a lot of energy into his game, and that should keep him going to the halfway house. Yes, a little bit of sauce on it. In fact, do you know what? 4 just isn't enough. And Jamie, well, that's taking things a bit far. We'll see how his game goes this afternoon with all that, but he is off. There's others there, now realising what he's up to. Little glance away, and he is delighted with his hole. Well done, Jamie. Now, as we said, the sun is splitting the sky, and look at that for a hole-in-one prize today. Brand new motorbike. First up on the 7th to try and win that, Alan Snedden. He wants the bike. He's brought his groupies with him. He always does. Look at that, yes. The girls follow him everywhere, and he is out to impress. A lot of people might crumble under the pressure, but not Alan. He doesn't so much crumble as just fold. Almost making it to the ladies' tee there. Just laying up for his second shot, making sure he's got a good lie. And no motorbike for Alan, I'm afraid. Now, over on to the second. Another par 3. Shotgun start today, of course. Arthur Howe, keeping it low under that gentle breeze. And again, just laying up short. Yes, didn't want the wind to affect that shot there. And going with a very shallow loft. Now up to the first, Ray Miller. And, that's good. He's just knocked it to the side of the hole. You don't want to start with a 3-putt no matter what you do. So he'll just pop this in, and sometimes you get no option. Yes, we did get that. We get all the good stuff. Now out to 6, Derek Sinclair. Middle of the fairway. And he's caught that thin. Not sure the last time Derek Sinclair and the word thin were used in the same sentence, but he's rolled that through the green off onto the semi-rough at the back, slowing the ball down eventually there for Derek. Now out to 8, Jamie Wilson. He's got quite a high handicap. He's missed the green by some distance, but he's used to chopping onto the green from the rough, obviously. Gets a lot of practice, and it shows. Beautiful stuff from Jamie. Now Ross Easton. He's laid up short of the water on the par 3 7th, but he knows what he's doing, and that is a beautiful shot. That's such a good shot, Ross. Nothing to do with the fact that I know where you work and my wife is looking for Dolly Parton tickets. Now, yes, go and see Ross if you're at a gig at the Hydro. Now, here we have Robert Cacchetti. Lovely approach onto the second green. Unfortunately, that was Donald McLeod's drive from the first. So I can tell you he didn't get nearly as close with his tee shot when he was actually on the second. Anyway, moving out, Nick Donald catching the down slope. The backspin didn't kick in, and that has rolled on. I've only made something to measure just how far past that went. Yes, well, there you go. And a fair distance past the hole there for Nick. Now out to 8, Michael Dunn. And, the ball looked good in the air after that putt. Unusual putting technique. Here's another one. Finish it off in style. Well, magnificent stuff. Flips the club around. We can have another look at that. I don't quite know how you can miss from 6 inches, but Michael Dunn has managed to do it. Feeling the pressure of a 2-man team today. Now back at 7, Alan Snedden. And, he's now beginning to impress the ladies, and that looks impressive. Looks impressive until we can show you how he got there. Yes, this isn't the same shot. This is the shot previous. Yes, that's more of the Alan Snedden that we know. Now, down to 8, Nick Donald. He was very long with that last approach. He's changed tact for playing the 8th. He's now playing it wide. He's cleared the 8th fairway. He's cleared the first fairway. He's very nearly in the car park. That is magnificently wide. Easily as wide as it is long. And he's got another par 4 starting all over again somewhere near the car park. Now, up to 2. Here we have Cammy, known to his friends as Big Cammy. He's not that big. At least not in stature, but he is pretty big off the tee. Carrying the green halfway down the path to the next. Well, perhaps he just didn't fancy the look of the second green, deciding to skip it altogether. Now out to 7, and I'm hearing reports that Gordon Robertson has a bit of a tricky lie. He's got a very tight grip, an interesting grip. That should help release the ball. And now that is the rescue club that I want in my bag. Yes, Gordon Robertson. Well, that should help him make good contact, fantastic contact, far too good contact, and failing to hold the green from 20 yards. And perhaps the ball sitting up just too nicely in the end. Now, John Buchanan, 1 practice swing, 2 practice swings. He's got an awful lot of energy, John. 3 practice swings. That should be enough for most people. 4 practice swings, and now he's tired himself out. Yes, he can't even face hitting the shot. So we're going to have to move. And here's Thomas Jordan, and he likes his practice swings from all angles. Nowhere near the ball, nothing to do with the lie. Well, I think he's reached the ball now. Well, if you know your own game, all these practice swings can help. Thomas, a bit of a stranger to his own game, obviously. And I think we should move away. Now, 7. Bob Primrose on the wrong... Don't know who that was. Bob Primrose on the wrong side of the water. At least he's not in the water. Perhaps he didn't notice the water. I think he may have noticed it now. Now, out to 4th. Jim Hamilton. Beautiful tee shot, middle of the fairway. I was about to say nothing can go wrong. But when you're playing the golf that Jim Hamilton does, anything can go wrong. Now, Roberto, I should say. Just short of the second green. He's been here a while. Well, he's only a few yards off the green. Should be ready to go. He's been addressing the ball for what seems like eons. Well, in fact, we don't even have time to watch the shot. He's been there so long. Sean Kelly. And he's waiting. And that's because Billy Finlayson was about to go. It's actually furthest away. He's meant to go first, Billy. Yes. So it's over to Sean, and I do hope that has not put him off. I hope that hasn't knocked him out. His natural flow, his natural game, no, hasn't affected him at all. Yes, a thin, straight plop into the water. Sean Kelly, utterly unaffected by that weight. And, oh dear, we can go back to 2, and Roberto is still not quite ready to go. I think he's waiting for the sun to come out and light up those trousers. And there it is. Well, this must be worth waiting for. I'm pretty sure he had a lofted club there. But he's gone for the thin off the bottom of the blade, and that's not much closer to the hole. Not really worth waiting for Roberto there. Now, Ian Longstaff. Well, Longstaff, short putt. He'll just see this home. Not even sure why we're filming this. Well, you never know. That's why. You never know. And, well, I wouldn't have filmed the second one after the first one, I have to say. Now we can move out to 4. Alex Wilson. And Alec up the back of the green. He was a little bit bold with his approach, but he is making up for it now. That's a fine shot. Well played, Alec. And you know what that does? That means the rest of your team can just relax, get on. They can show a nice soft touch themselves. Jim Hamilton looking to flop this up, lob it close. Well, perhaps a little bit too relaxed. Well, perhaps he was looking to get to where Alec was so he could have a similar kind of shot. Not too sure. Now, out to 2. Michael Steele. Par 3 down the hill here, and that looks very good. Whoa, that's a great shot. That really is one of the highlights of the day. I'm told he got a 4, but still one of the highlights of the day. Although not perhaps the highlight of the day. Yes, it is time for the number 1 highlight of the day. For almost every golfer on the course, yes, this was their number 1 highlight. A young girl handing out drink. Sensational stuff, even for the caddies. Now we can move on to the 4th. And here we have Stevie Young. Stevie Young just looking to pop this in. The hole behind his leg. Oh, and he's missed it. Oh, and that'll be a 3-putt. And there's nothing worse than a 3-putt, except perhaps a 4-putt. And Stevie, oh, come on. Well, he's back where he started, and he could be here for some time. But finally sees it in. Yes, well done. Keeping it in single figures, just. Now we can move over to 7. And Lindsay McGarvey. Of course, the motorbike on offer. And that's a good looking swing from Lindsay. The ball coming in. Watch the flag. Right over the top of the hole. Oh, that must have looked good in the air. You could picture himself just revving up, heading off in 2 wheels. And, well, look at this. Ryan Roxie. One of the most unusual putting techniques I've ever seen. Although I did see him earlier on and I said, you know what? If you get results, don't change. Perhaps I should have pointed out that I meant good results. Yes, unusual and perhaps not fit for purpose. Not too sure. But we can move out to 6. And here's Creon Brock. Just short of the green. Lofted club. Yes, that's right. Make sure it's nice and clean, because that way the grooves cut into the ball and they can help get a bit of backspin. That's what he's hoping for. It would be a miracle if backspin could save that shot. Through it goes. Strong stuff. One of the longest short games I've ever seen, Creon. And, well, oh, and a drop. A drop for John Miller over at the water on 7. Well, he's given himself a good lie. He's confidently out with the putter. Pretty sure he's not going to get snagged up in the semi-rough there. Knows what he's doing. Sorry, I take that back. He's got absolutely no idea what he's doing. And I think we should move away. Well, chipping it up there in the end. And yes, it should have been first time round. Oh well, we're back with Ryan. Ryan has lost his golf bag and half his golf clubs. He's now reduced to carrying his clubs. He's got no spare balls. He's got 5 clubs left, and I'm not sure if that's the right club. He spent a long time selecting it. Yes. Well, he's only got a few to choose from now, so he's back on to... That's definitely the right club. Well, it's all about club selection, you know. We've seen some golfers short, some long. You've got to have the right club in your hand. Not sure it was designed to move that much earth and the ball, but pretty sure it was the right club. Now, what's that? I think that might be pear cider. Oh dear, Creon has been on... Well, he's had a few drinks today. And he's struggling to address the ball. We can have a look at what he sees. Yeah, struggling to focus in. As long as he hits one of those balls, he should be okay. It's all downhill. No, not managing to reach the green from 10 yards away there. And, oh dear, Creon. Lay off it a little bit, I think. Now back to 7. And here we have Jim Wilson from about 20 feet. And that is in all the way. Brilliant stuff. Watch the celebrations. Yes, I'm hearing that was for a 7. Well, he's got a smile anyway. Now, back to 6, Damien Bocelli. And, oh, there's a gentle breeze. And he's going to take that into account. He always does what the wind tells him. Oh, dear. Big gust of wind at the end there. And, well, he tried to keep it low underneath it, but the wind still blew it away. And Damien, oh, dear, missing the green. But, well, as it's time to leave you here, back where we started... on the 7th, and spare a thought for us cameramen, and everybody quiet please. Yes, Ian Taylor the culprit, and I'm away to check my insurance policy, and with that it's good night from the Nordoff Robbins Scotland. How good was that, folks? Lee from Golf, a massive ovation for him. That is tremendous.